Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm excellent now that you've joined me, Eric. Where are you calling us from, Eric?
I'm in Cape Town, sir.
Yay, Cape Town's in the house. How's the weather in Cape Town?
It's cool today. There's no sun, there's no wind. It's just cool. It's just a nice weather.
Oh, great. Same here in Durban. Same here in Durban. Okay, Eric, I'm sharing my screen. Can you see it, Eric, my screen? I'm sharing. Eric, I'm sharing. I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my shared screen, Eric?
No,
Eric?
not yet, sir.
Okay, now, Eric?
Yes, I can see it now. I can
Okay,
see it.
great, great. Right, let's start talking. Do you have a question for me, Eric, before I start with what I have planned for you guys?
Um, I have a request, sir.
What's the request, Eric? I'm here to help you.
Yes, can you please send this link for this meeting on my live? Because now I logged in with the phone because I don't have a link on the
On
laptop.
my life. Okay, it is on my life. It's the link is there. It's on. If you go to the group, it's under the announcements, right? So that should come to you.
Is it? Is it?
The link should come to you. There's
Oh,
the
okay.
link. I posted the link, right? There's the link there, right? I'll reshare it quickly with you. Let's go there,
Okay.
edit, and it should be there, right? Anyway, let's start now, right? So, Eric, if you don't mind, you can admit people joining in. So let's talk about assessment two. Now, assessment one is over and done. Assessment two is as follows, right? So if I'm going to my modules, I'm going to group 25E. Assessment one is complete. Assessment two starts and it's on the 7th of July. Eric, have you started it, Eric?
Yes, I have started, sir.
Oh, excellent, excellent, right? So me too. I also started this, right? In fact, I started a couple of years ago, right? And Eric, assessment three. Did you have a look at assessment three, Eric?
Assessment three.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Assessment three is also quite easy, right? Not also. It is easy actually. If I look at assessment three, it's due on the 4th of August. So I already noticed there's about 26 students have attempted the work, right? I don't know whether you are one of them, Eric. Let's go and have a look quickly how many questions there are. So assessment three, hey, look at that. There's just three questions. Is that so, Eric? And I don't think it'll take you too long, Eric.
I haven't started assignment three yet, sir.
All right, I'd like you to have a look at that, right? You don't have to click on the finish button, but there's three questions in there. So maybe you can also try that out, all right? Eric, is there any special questions from you? Do you have anything, Eric?
With regard with regards to assignment two,
Yeah. Oh, what's the question with assignment two, Eric?
Ish. I'm trying to log. I'm having trouble now logging in on my
Oh,
PC. But I have
okay.
a question because I said I was still busy with this assignment too, and there is where I introduced a deadline for the names. But now after introducing deadline, I think I made an error somewhere because after that it doesn't want to run anymore.
Okay, okay. All right. So I'm gonna try and give you a strategy in that. Eric, did you have a look at my group where I have some tips to tackle assignment two? Just- Eric?
The, there is a video that I saw that you uploaded this morning.
Yes, this morning. Correct, correct. Did you watch the video, Eric?
Yes, yes, I saw it. But
Good, good.
I didn't play the I
Okay,
didn't play the whole video set because I was busy this morning.
okay. That's all right. That's all right. Right. So I'm here to help you. Now, if I'm going to read the question from there's the question out here, right? There's the question. It says, um, you are required to write a program that simulates a flight booking system. A sample program is as follows: Cape Town to Durban, da 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 da. Right? So here's it. Now, if you look at my assessment, the assistance that I've given you, if you look at that, and you look at what happened a couple of years ago, you'll notice there's some similarities, Eric, right? So if you look at
Yes, yes,
if you
yes,
look
yeah.
at this flight booking strategy, I'm not sure if you watched my video. So this was from a couple of years ago, Eric. It says cost 1511. That's when I used to teach cost
Ah,
1511. Yes, Eric?
Mynheer,
Yeah.
can you, I think your signal is bad. You are breaking up.
Oh no! Oh no! I should not be. I've got my fiber running. Yes, you're right. My signal is low. Connected. I'm just going to take that out. Eric. Right. Okay. Let me just tell my daughter to. No, no. There we go. It's two. How's it now, Eric? Are you okay now, Eric?
Yes, it's okay now.
Seems now okay. Okay. Right. Thank you, Eric. Sorry, I had other things. Let me just log off. So if you look at my work from when was this? 2021, right? So this was my discussion of flight booking system. Let me go and make it a little bit bigger, and let me go to YouTube, right? So this was YouTube video, right? So I did this 3 years ago. Eric, can you see my video they're playing in the background, Eric? Eric,
No, no, I can't see it. Okay, I can see it, but
okay. Can you
yes, I
see
can see
that,
it.
Eric? Right, Eric. So and the heading is called Discussion of Flight Booking System, Strategy to Tackle It, right? Eric? Eric, can you see
Yes, sir.
that? Okay, so if you read
Yes, I can
between
see
the
it.
lines, I kind of have this video, and I got quite a number of views, 790 views, and this was unlisted. So Eric, I'd advise you to watch this video. Okay, Eric,
Okay, so I'll watch it.
and everybody else as well, right? Then I also posted another strategy. I said validating a choice. I wonder why I did that, Eric. Eric, what do you
Yes, sir.
think? Why would I have validating a choice or something like that, right? If I look at this question, look at this. They talked about incorrect choice. Choose from 1 to 5. Look at that, Eric. Eric,
Yes, I am watching. I'm watching
yeah,
it.
you're watching the video, right? I'm
Yes.
just gonna pause the video here, right? So it says in line number 6, it says welcome to cost 1511 flight booking systems. Line number 7, enter full name. Line number 8, C in F name. Line number 9, the available times for flights are depart. Does this look familiar, Eric?
Yes, sir, it does.
What's so familiar about this, Eric?
Sorry, Chief.
What's so familiar about this? Eric?
The the I see the times here. Okay, the difference is just the times.
Okay, but it's similar to assessment 2, right? That you have to look at. All right,
Yes,
Eric?
everything is the same. Yes.
Yeah, right. I'm not saying anything, but let's look at this question, all right? So I'm gonna look at this question, and I'm gonna see if you can start this question. In fact, that's what I'd like. I'd like for you all to start the question ASAP, because a question like this is not gonna take you one day to do, all right? You have lots of work to
Yes.
accomplish in here. So now, Eric, in programming, the strategy is to start from the output. So if you are the client, and Eric, you are my client, you are telling me, Prinavin, I want you to create a flight booking system, and this is what I want you to display. I want you to ask the user to enter in their name and so forth, so forth, so forth, right? So Eric,
Yes.
let's start from here. Let's start from here. Can you see it says, welcome to cost 1511 flight booking system. Enter your full name, Jim Baker. Right, Eric?
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's open up my code blocks, and I don't know, I haven't read the entire question. I haven't read anything. I've only read the output statement where it says welcome to it, and it says enter your full name. Right, Eric?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to create a project in code blocks, and I'll also do it in the online GDB space, right? So here's my console application, C++, and I'm going to say, give it a nice name, Eric Flight, Eric Flight, let's just say, not the person, Eric Flight V1, right? Version 1, okay? And there we go. Do you mind muting, please, whoever has their mic on? Great. Right, so let's go to the people quickly. And right, Eric, you keep yours on. Okay, I'm just going to mute you for now, Eric. All right, so I've read the question, and I'm going to start with the question. Right, so here's my question, and looking at my output, it says, what does it say? It's welcome to course 1511, right? So Eric and the rest of the students who are here, without reading the rest of the question, without reading anything else, I'm going to start off by saying welcome to course 1511. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to say welcome to course 1511, and I'm going to say flight booking system, right? So I've split my screen in two, and I've done that. Right. So now, Eric, I run the program, build and run. It says, welcome to course 1511 flight booking system. So Eric, can you see the strategy I'm trying to teach you out here? Eric, oh, did I mute Eric, and now he's not talking to me at all. Eric, there's Eric. Eric, I can't hear you.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, right. Eric, so I've already started helping you with this assignment. Can you see that, Eric?
Yes, I can see.
Right. So now, Eric, you think you'll be able to do the next one? Enter full name, Jim Baker.
Yes,
Eric?
sir, I can do that.
Right.
Yes.
So let's do that statement now. Right. Let's do that statement. So now I'm going to go here and I'm going to say, see out, enter full name. Right. Right. So let me run the program. So I did one line of code, and I'm going to build and run this thingy, right? Yay, look at that, Eric. Welcome to course 1511 Flight Booking Center. Enter your full name. Eric, do you know how to enter in, to request a user to enter in their name? Eric? Or anybody on the call? Anybody on the call wants to answer the question? How do I request them to enter in Jim Baker? Anybody? Hello?
See in
Who's talking? Who's talking there?
Toba.
Toba! Hello, Toba! How are you?
Well yourself, Doctor.
Hey, where are you calling me from?
Middleburg.
Middleburg is in the house. Yay! Welcome, Middleburg. Have you started assessment too, Toba?
Yes.
Oh, no wonder you know how to do this thingy. Am I on the right track here, Toba?
100%.
Thank you, Toba. Right, you better keep an eye on me, right? How I'm doing my work now, okay? So there's the strategy, Toba. You are starting off with the output. You're starting off with what you are, what you have to display on the screen, right? You have to display on the screen that, let me see if I can put that up here. You got to display that the person must enter in the name, and Toba is absolutely correct. He said to me, I need to put in a C in statement, right, Toba? Okay.
Yes.
Right. So Toba, let me go and oopsie. Oh, my camera is falling here. Okay, doesn't matter. You don't see me. It's all right. Right. So Toba, let's go to my code blocks here. And Toba, give me the code, Toba. Toba,
Come again?
give me the code.
Name.
Toba, you said you started the program, Toba.
Yes. There's some noise, dogs behind you.
Oh yeah, these are my dogs. Sorry about that. Don't worry, ignore them. Hi, Toba, go. Hello, Toba, or anybody for that matter. Come on, I'm waiting for you to help me. Hello, I lost you.
Hello,
Oh.
hello,
Hello, who am I speaking to?
Colin.
Colin! Right, we're trying to work on assessment 2, right? We're looking at the flight booking system. Colin, you want to help me, Colin?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Right, I'm going to share my screen again. Sorry about that, my dogs are barking. Right, so Toba, Colin, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Right, Colin. Give me the code to enter in your name.
Yeah, I think I have to start by declaring my variable there.
Okay, let's do it like this now. Let's say we didn't declare the variable. Let's see how do I enter in a name? How do I ask the user for a name?
Or I think you must write F name there.
Okay, F name. So F name is first name, right? I don't want you to think it means something else or anything, right? You know the F word has the wrong connotations. Okay, that was a joke. Colin, go for it. Colin. Hi, Colin. Did I lose Colin? Okay, anybody else wants to jump in? Hello. Hi, my students. Eric, you want to say hello? Carl, are you there, Carl?
Hi, Doc.
Hi, hello. Is that Carl?
It's Carl speaking, yes, sir.
Yay, Carl, thank you for. I like to have this two-way communication with students, right? So that's the whole purpose of the synchronous lecture. So, Carl, we are trying to answer assessment 2. Have you started with assessment 2, Carl?
Honestly, no, Doc. I was first trying to get some of this lessons done.
That's okay.
So that when-
okay. That's okay. Guess what, Carl? You're going to help me now, right, Carl? Now that you're talking. So, Carl, we started with the program and it says enter in your name, right? So we declared F name. So, Carl, in C++ programming, whenever we use a variable, what do we have to do about it, Carl? What do you have to do with this variable?
We have to assign a name to it. So.
Yes. And also, if ever we're using a variable, we also got to declare it, right?
Yes.
So anybody wants to help, Carl, what should we declare this? Should this be an int, a double, a float, or string, or what?
String F name.
String.
Oh, good. So string F name, right? So there we go. So I'm gonna let's go and build and run this program. Let's see if it works. And I'm gonna take my exact details from what I see out here, right? So it says enter full name Jim Baker. So let's do a build and run there. So we're helping Carl along. And I'm gonna run the program and it says, welcome to cost 1511 flight booking system. So Carl, what's my test data over here, Carl?
The name's Jim Baker.
Jim Baker. Okay, so let's put Jim Baker, right? Where's Jim Baker? They enter Jim Baker. Jimbaker. Okay, so Carl, you told me you haven't started the program. Do you think you'd be able to do this bit of lines of code on your own, Carl?
Yes, Doc.
Yeah.
I can.
And this is from lesson 1, 2, and 3, basically, right? So I press enter. Wow! Now, Carl and Colin and Tabo and Eric, this is how you build your confidence in programming, okay? So here I am, I'm teaching you the strategy of tackling this. Carl said he never saw it before, but he already has answered the first part of it. Welcome to course 1511. Hello, enter full name. All right, now let's try and do the next part of the program. It says the available travel times for flights are. So this is simply output. You want to do an output statement. Would anybody like to help me over here? Please, I need some help because I don't answer assignment questions. You guys do that, right? So now they tell me that they want me to display the following on screen. Where's my code block? Code blocks. Why is my code blocks not opening up? Okay, code blocks. So I need some help there with code blocks. Right, so class, I'm just going to stop this share for a split second. This seems to, there we go, stop the share. I've got it. I'm going to click on my code blocks. Code blocks. Let me just minimize that. There it is. There it is. And let me do another quick share. Share my screen. Minimize that. I don't need that anymore. Give me a split second. Close that. Close that. Close that. Right. Okay, I'm back with you, right? So if you read my question, it says the available times are. And where's that now? Right, so would anybody like to help me to do that statement? I want, so the person enters their name. It's going to now display the available travel times of flights are. Who would like to help me there?
See out
See out.
the available travel time for flight are.
The AVAILAB available travel times for flights are. All right. So now I'm going to close that. I'm going to put an end line over there, and I'm going to. So I've done one line of code, and I'm going to run the code. So this is yellow. Don't run. Why it won't run?
Check there by the end of the statement. You didn't put it there.
Oh yes, I didn't do that. Okay, bye. Thank you. Thank you. Let me just tell my wife to open the door. Vinesh. Yeah. Okay, the window here. What? Okay. Okay, she's busy at the window here. Right. Okay, sorry, my dogs are getting naughty here. Right, sorry, let's go again now. It says the travel times. Okay, so will it work now? Yes, let's run the program. Oh no, I hit a miss over there. Why did I type that? Right, let's run the program. Yay, enter the full name, Jim, B-A-K-E-R. The available travel times of flights are. Yay, I'm looking good now, it's looking good. Let's go on. Would anybody like to help me with the second line of code? Depart, arrive, 1:
See out as well.
Oh, okay. Right, so see out as well, yes. And let me just split my screen a little bit so that I can see that. Yeah, right. This is a nice trick I also like to do. I can see two bits of code, right? So I'm going to use my tab key, right? Tab, I'm going to tab twice. I'm going to say depart, tab 1, 2, 3, if I want to, and arrive. All right. Who's
Yes.
helping me there? Who's helping me there?
Stoba.
Stoba! You didn't see I spelled the word available wrong. Available. Available, right. All right, Stoba, are you with me?
Yes.
Right, let's go for the next line now. Let's go to the next line, C out. And I'm going to say 1 full stop, tab once, 7.00.
With the exclamation mark. Check there before one there.
Oh, thank you. I was just checking if you're paying attention or you got other things to worry about. Okay, next one, let's go to tab 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's put that as 9:30, and let's put an end line there, right? What do you think? How's it going now? How's it going there?
Better.
Yeah, better. Let's go for the next line. And the next line says, go ahead, Toba.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, first 2 point.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9.
9
Full
to
stop.
11 to 11:30.
Yeah, right. You think it becomes easy now, Toba?
Yes, the video that you sent us before, yeah, it was making
Oh man, I shouldn't
our
have
lives
sent you that
easier.
video. I shouldn't have sent you the video. Now you know everything. You don't need me anymore.
No, but we start up until somewhere down there because it doesn't have the full information, that video.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. If I give you all the full information, then you won't need me. You won't come to my class and all of that. Right? Okay. Right. So it goes as 11:00, and now it is 13:330, and in line. Can we do the next one as well?
Yes.
Yay. Okay.
About
By the way,
5.
yeah, let's do till 5, right? C out, and it is 3, and this is 4.11, and this is 13:00, and this is from 1 o'clock to 15:30, ENDL in line, C out, and this one is 5:15:00, and this one is 17:30, right? And here goes the end line, ENDL. Right. Can we test this program so far? Toba?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Right. Now it's good programming practice that whenever you have a few lines of code, it's always nice to go and test your program, right? To see if it's running. Because you don't want to write 100 lines of code and then test and say, oh, it's not working. So let's go build and run. Ooh, Toba, there's a mistake here at line number 14. Error end was not declared. Oh.
Yep, after 13:30.
Oh, after 13:30, what did I put there, Toba?
With the ton sign.
I forgot the what sign. Oh, right. They got a special name. Those are insertion and all right. Right. Let's go and build and run it again now. Oh, something else is here. Ah, Toba, what happened there, Toba?
End line. L after end.
Oh, L. Right. Thank you, Toba. I'm just did that on purpose to see, if you pay attention and all of that, right? Yes. Do I have a question?
I don't think so.
Yes, go for the question. Who's saying hello? How are you? Yes. What's the question? Hello? No question. Right, let's go on. Let me run the program now. Let's run the program. One of the students said they want it. If you can share the link again, please. Right, what's the test data here?
Move.
Eric. Is that Eric?
Yes, sir. It's Jim Baker.
Oh, Jim Baker. Oh, I thought it was Is it Jim Baker? Hey, I'm gonna learn this name off by heart. Press enter. Look at that, look at that. Ah, come on, man, give me a clap there, man. I started the program.
We did already.
Oh, I can't. Oh, okay, you're clapping in your heart. Okay, all right. And now we can go to the next part. It says choose the time by entering the option from below. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause a little bit because we can't be writing the entire program like this, right? We got to learn something called functions. Okay, so I'm going to put this into a function, right? So who was helping me here? Is it Toba? Toba, is it you?
Yes.
Right, so Toba, I can't be writing this program in a long, go on and on and on, line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and going on and on and on, right? I'm going to write this program such that I have it in functions because that's how we write programs, right? We don't do it in one long line of code, and we just write a function and then we call it, okay, Toba? Okay. So I'm going to go to our functions, how we write functions in the study guide. So let's go to the study guide, and I'm going to find out where's this thing about functions. Oh, page 209, page 198, they talk about functions. So Toba, do you mind if I jump to page 198, Toba?
You can go to search function.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Or I'm going to press page down and waste time and all like that, right? Toba, but do you mind? Do you mind if I stopped answering the assignment question and doing it like this, Toba?
Yes.
You mind? How can you mind? Toba, do you mind? Say no.
Yes.
Toba, do you mind?
Yes, I do.
No, man, you can't mind. I'm the teacher here, all right? When I say you're not supposed to mind, you're not supposed to mind, right? So on page 198, page 200, they talk about writing functions. And this is where I'm going to jump to now because I want you, Toba, to write your program as a function. So there's a function over there. It says int my app, and then they talk about it, right? So we're going to play around with that. But I'm going to teach you what is known as a void function, right? So I'm going to make this a void function, and I'm going to show you how easy it is, right? A void, and we're going to call the function, and this is how I want you to create these programs, right? So can you see it says void compound interest, and let's make this a little bit bigger. Toba, can you see this, Toba? There's a function over there, it's called float compound interest, and inside there are parameters, and then it says return something, and there's this is how we write programs, right, with functions in there. So there we go, we got return, we got a whole you got to read up all of these things about using local variables and global variables and all that goes with it. Okay, Toba?
19.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Right, okay, you want to mute those other people there, Toba, that just... Right, so there's another one there in exercise 19.2 and we spoke about it. So Toba, I'm going to take the same thing and instead of calling it over here, by the way, can you see Toba in this exercise on this functions? Let's see, where do they have it? A function is declared above the main program. Can you see in line number 22 over here, Toba?
Yes.
That's where you start the main program. But in line number 7 is where we declare a function. So I'm going to now declare a function above the main program, but below using namespace and int variable declaration, right? So I'm going to call this one, right? So there's it over here. I'm going to call this a void function, and I'm going to call this read in name, right? And I'm not going to pass anything across, and I'm simply going to take this.
G reading.
Yeah.
ONG.
Okay, you wanna mute them, Toba?
Okay.
All right, so Toba, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna just cut this out, and I'm gonna paste it over here, right? I'm gonna Control V. I'm gonna paste it, and I'm not gonna say reading. I'm just gonna say welcome. Okay, I'm teaching you about how to write programs. So I'm gonna compile that. Yay, Toba! I'm quite happy. Can you see, Toba, where I had the word welcome,
Yes.
welcome to course 1511, I'm going to call this function over there, right? All right, Toba?
Yes.
So now my program becomes modular, Toba. Okay.
Okay.
Let me run the program. It's going to give me the same output. Welcome. Oh boy, that's not giving me the same outcome there. Welcome to my program. Toba.
Yes.
What happened here, Toba? It's not giving me welcome to my program. Toba, I made it into a function, enter full name. Compile it. Return. I'm just taking it again, Toba, from here. My study guide. So what I did now is, Toba, can you see this says return answer? It's actually return. I'm not returning anything. There's my void function. Oh, Toba, Toba, Toba. This is what I wanted to get at. Void display. And I'm going to display row M, right? So void display int. And I'm not displaying anything. What's the matter with this program? Why isn't it working? Toba, I'm not displaying anything. Void welcome. So if name, compile it. Run my program. That's not right. Toba, Toba, Toba. Help me here, Toba. My program is not working.
I'm
It's a
lost.
function. You lost. Okay, me too.
I'm lost.
But we'll find each other soon. Anybody wants to help me over here?
Being lost.
Anybody? Okay, let's call up another function. Let's write another function here. We're gonna find another function, and this time we're gonna call the function name string input name, right? And I'm gonna call this here, and I'm gonna take this lines of code, right? Control X and Control V. So there's my next bit of a program, a function. And my bottom line is I want you all to write this assessment as a FN name, right? So it's going to be string. Is that me?
Group 7E students. I can see I have a few students that have already logged in, and I'm so happy that you're here.
Is that me?
Let me choose.
Sounds like your twin.
Yes, it's my twin. My twin. Right. Okay. So let's. Oopsie. So now, what my whole point is, I know you may be a little bit lost. So my whole point here is we want to now break up our program. And in fact, this is how I'd like y'all to. We should have started. We should have started with all these functions here, right? We're going to have all these functions, and the functions are going to be called, and we're going to write it out here, right?
Doc,
Yes.
You're not displaying anything, or I can't see anything.
Oh, sorry, my fault. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Right, so let me just put that in back. Let's get that back again. Let's start sharing my screen, and go to code blocks. Right, so now, let me just go back to where I am. So I want y'all to, instead of, this is what we started off with, right? We started off with asking the people in one long program, okay? Now, we don't want to do that anymore. We want to have it as functions, okay? Carl, Eric, and this is how I want you to break it up, right? Into all of these things. So here we call it up here, and let me just show you, I have a solution to this, which I can't and should not be sharing with you, but let me just show you what I've done in terms of my program, right? So in my program, let's go to Word, and let me, you don't mind, I'm going to stop sharing quickly. I don't want to share that the entire answer with you. And I want to show you what I expect of in terms of the assignment, right? So let's go to the question on the desktop. Give me 30 seconds. I'm counting down. I don't want y'all to see the whole answer. You have to work towards the answer, right? So today we started off this question, and the question says that we got to open. Right, so here we go now. I'm going to share my screen again, and right. So if I look at the way this question has to be answered, right? So in order to answer the question, we've got to display the flight routes, we've got to display the flight times, and you got to break it up into the following functions. All right. So can you see? I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen? Hello.
Yes, sir. We can.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
we
We
can see
can.
your
Right.
screen.
Right. So where you see display flight times, you're going to write that as a function. Okay. Where you're going to see validate flight time, you're going to display that as a function, and you're going to display all the times in that function. Then you're going to display the seating, you're going to display whether the seating is available, you're going to calculate the ticket price, you're going to display the ticket price. In the main program, right, you have to display the person's name, you have to allow for multiple bookings, you must display the flight time, which we've done, display the seating arrangements, calculate the ticket price, and display the ticket price. Then ultimately, okay, so there's my declarations that I have, right? Maybe I could share a little bit of this with you, right? But not everything, right? So here's my declarations, and let me see what else I'm going to declare with you, right? So void display flight time. So there's my function that I'm going to have, a void display flight times. I'm going to copy that, and let's open up in my function. So I'm going to have one to display flight times, and inside my flight times I'm going to have all of this. So my whole exercise, my main program doesn't become Control V, it does not become too long and winded. It's all about functions. Okay, so that's what we're going to be leading up to. It's already 10 to 3. I said I'm going to be an hour. So I'd like you now to work on the first part of this question. Even though you don't know how to work out the rest of it, if you can start with this assessment 2, it would be great, because trust me, this is a long program. All right, so any questions? Any questions? I'm not going to run this program. Anybody with a question? Hello, I hope I've like shocked you into starting the assessment. Talk to me. Anybody with a question about the assessment? Assessment 2. Colin, Eric, Dineo, Katlejo, Bongani, Asepe, Asanda. Have you all started the assessment?
I'm gonna start soon.
Is that Carl? Carl, I know you've started it now.
Yes, doc. I started now, but
Right.
I'm gonna start working on it now.
Right. So just take that big problem, break it up into smaller little problems. Like you said, the first thing is entering Jim Baker. But also you need to, I'm giving you a hint, you need to know how functions operate, right? The void function. And well, there's an int function, return function, all that goes with it. And work a modular fashion, because that's how programming is done. All right. Anybody else? Bongani, Asepe, Asanda, go for it. Your mic is unmuted.
No, I haven't started with the assignments.
Okay, but have you paid attention to what we've done in the last 15 minutes?
Yes, I did.
You think you'd be able to answer this question?
I think so, sir.
All right, so I'm going to make a little, if you want, you can do, I'm going to do that on code block, online GDB, and we're going to try and work it out, right? As a big problem that's broken up into smaller modules, right? Smaller modular type of functions. I can see Toba with his hand raised and Siabonga. Go for Toba first.
Yes, Doc. When we are writing this program, because on the questions, the question one says, prompt us the user to enter his full name, his or her full name. Should I write welcome to course 15 flight booking systems, enter full name, then I write my name, then I screenshot, or I have to write the entire program, or I write according to the questions?
All right, according to the, all right, let's look at the question, right? Let's look at the question. That's an important point to note. I would suggest if you have to, let's see what ma'am has to say, right? In her question, she said, Toba, I'm sharing my screen again. Tell me when you are able to see it on your side. Share my screen. Toba, are you able to?
Yes, I can see.
Yes,
I can see the screen.
Right, let's read the question now, right? Let's read the question, how they want you to do it. She says that this is how you're going to get marked, right? It's out of 100. Use appropriate header files. So the header files is where you have include IOStream and using this and using that, right? Constants, you need appropriate data structures, functions, right? So you need a function. And she says inside the function, you should display this. So basically, you have to do the entire kind of program kind of thing, right? You can't do one part and go and do it, do a screenshot. It wouldn't be appropriate as such, right? But let's talk more about that towards the end of June, beginning of July, when this assignment is due. It's due. Let's look at the date here. It's due 7th of July. So if I look at the way we're running this thing, next month is May. We got May, June, and July, right? So we got 4 weeks in June, May, 4 weeks in June. By end of June, you should be finished. So if I look at this today, I basically wanted you to answer the first part, which is welcome to course 1511, enter your name. Oh, this one got Hannah George.
Yeah, do they want it like that? Should we do it like that?
Yeah, right. For now, you can work like this, right? We work it out slowly, but ultimately you'll have to write the entire program, right? Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you think you'd be able to answer this part over here, Hannah George? It wasn't Jim Baker. It was Hannah George. Okay. Same difference. Tell me, yeah, same difference. Hello. Right, Dineo, go for Dineo. Hello, Dineo. Siabonga first. Siabonga, then Dineo.
Hi, sir.
Hi, hello, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm excellent. I'm a little worried now. I've got a heavy assignment to do, but anyway, go for it.
Sir, I'm able to start with the assignment. I think I ended on the last. I think. Do you see the option which says like? Let me try to check this thing.
Don't share code with me. We don't want people to copy your code.
Okay. I ended on the option which says, "Do you want to make another booking? Yes or no?" So, like, I'm struggling to go forward to recurring the program because of it has, like, I have to start from the scratch. Actually, when I select yes, then the program is supposed to start afresh and ask me the name. So, like, I'm struggling to recur the program. Actually.
Okay. So basically, you want whatever you are doing to do it again and again and again. So there in itself, it gives you the strategy. If you want some lines of code to be repeated over and over, that is what you known as a loop, right? So you got to put it into a loop.
Okay.
But before you get to that, you also should have a modular kind of program so that you can call the function 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, whatever you want, right? So,
Okay.
so again, if you see Bonga, have you got to the stage where you ask the person to enter in the name and you displayed the flight times and the departure times?
Yes, I passed
Good.
those questions.
Good.
I'm done
Have
with
you
them.
good? Have you done it in a function?
Yes, I did, sir.
Excellent, 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 excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an online GDB space
Okay.
for you so that
Okay.
you can help, so that I can mark your work, right?
Okay.
So let's go to online GDB. I'm still sharing my screen. Is it being shared? Share my entire screen. Let's go and do that, right? So now, right, so online GDB. Right, so I've taken a big program and have broken it into smaller programs. And I'm gonna make up a question, right, for you, okay, Siyabonga?
Okay, sir.
Right, so I'm gonna say, add an assignment, and I'm gonna call this thing, ask for a name for flight booking system. You must use a function. All right. So
Okay.
we'll make this I'm gonna do this by next week, right? So we're gonna work. Right. The language is C++. Grading is off. All right. So now I'm gonna help you all along. So I'm gonna share some code over here. And there we go, right? So I want you to display this one.
Okay.
Edit, copy, and I want it in a function. Paste it, right?
Okay.
So you're gonna enter in some other code, and all of that goes, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna say task and right. Use sample code. So save it and publish it. So Siyabonga, you should get an email where you're going to start to answer this question here, right? So
Okay.
when you do that part, then I can check the second part. I cannot
Okay.
check the second part if you haven't done the first part. You check.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So if you want to put in the other part as well to that, I could do that for you, right? But I don't give you the answers. You got to struggle and work towards it. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So thank you. I've answered your question. Next question is from who's the next question from? Siyabonga Dineo. Go for Dineo. Hello, Eric. Go for Eric.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes. I've also started, ne? I got stuck somewhere. You see there where it says see out, please choose the time by selecting the option 1 to 5, ne?
Yeah.
Yes, I've done that. And then
Have you
if
done it
you
in
are
a
choosing,
function, Eric? Have you done it in a function?
yes,
Good, good, good.
yes.
Right?
So now, if you choose, let's say you're supposed to choose from 1 to 5. If you are
Yeah.
choosing 6, then it will say incorrect option. Please choose 1 to 5.
Yes. So you've
Yes.
done the validating part.
Yes. But now, if I choose option 1, let's say I'm choosing option 1, which is 8 a.m. to half 10. I'm just making an example of the time.
Okay. Right?
So yeah, that is where I am at now,
Okay.
and I got stuck there.
Okay, all right. But I'm happy for you, and you've started the program, and you are on a roll basically. Right? So let's read the question. Let's read the question now, right? Let's go back to the question. So the question says, I'm going to, yes. Sorry, I can.
You
Hello.
are inaudible, sir.
Now, there's somebody else talking in the background there. Hello. All right, so Eric's got a question. He says, what happens with this? So Eric, I'd like it if you could watch the video on YouTube where I talked about validating a loop, right? I'm going to do that with you probably next week or the week thereafter, right, Eric? But you are way ahead of us in terms of the schedule to answer this question. So you will have to go back to answering how do you validate a loop, all right? And when the option is selected, what do I do to work on that? And one, I don't want to give the question away or the answer. You'll have to work out how you call another little function to do that. All right? Okay, Eric?
All right. All right.
Okay,
Sir.
well done. You're way ahead of me, right? Today we just started, right? Dineo, go for Dineo.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm excellent. And how are you?
I'm fine.
How can I help?
So I wanted to explain you in terms of submitting this assignment to how do I go about it in terms maybe do I do a screenshot on Word or what?
Okay, right. How about this now, right? Let's do this one bit at a time or 1 byte at a time or 1 kilobyte at a
Okay.
time. We'll worry about that at the end of June, beginning of July, okay? I'll show you how I'll talk to you about how you submit this assignment, right? But they give you very specific when I say ways of doing it, they'll want you to submit it and upload it and all that goes with it. But for now, before we get to submit it, let's try and answer it. What do you say? What do you say about that?
Okay, so because
All
I was
right.
confused about it. Thank you.
Okay, good. Don't worry about submitting when you haven't done the assignment yet, right? Okay.
Okay.
I'll show you how to do that with a convert into a PDF and upload it and all of that goes with it, right? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right. So there's they don't even mention that you're right. There's a contribution. There we go. It says submit as a PDF document electronically via UNISA. I'll talk to you about how to do that, right? But for now, let's try and answer the question first. Okay. Next question. Next question. Anybody with a question? Eric, go for Eric. Eric. Hello, Eric.
No, my question has already been answered.
Oh,
Sir.
answered. Okay, lower your hand then. Anybody else with a question? Anybody else with a question? Anyone else with a question? Nobody with a question? All right, so I'm gonna end the lecture now, or well, our tutorial. I'd like you to start the program. I'd like you to do the first part, enter your name, welcome, and try and use functions, right? There's my hint for you. Okay, and also do the times. Then next week, we're going to do the validating. I'll show you a loop, and we'll validate it so that the person can only enter in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6. Or was it 6 or 5, right? Okay, can we call it a day?
Yes, you can call it a day, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you, Eric. Right.
So,
yeah.
Maybe we are only having meetings on weekends. So if I have a question during the week, can I ask you on WhatsApp?
Yes, we've got a WhatsApp group running. You know that. In fact, yeah, there was a question yesterday, and Bradley helps. There's lots of other students that can help as well, right? We've got a community of programmers. Okay, please feel free to do that. But you know, I want to try and stick to the syllabus. Very often the students are asking me questions that are not related to COS 1511. Oh, I'm sorry, INA, Introduction to Programming, right? And like I don't deal with admin issues and all of that, Eric, you know, registration issues or with other courses, EUCD, MAT. So, oops, I'm still recording this, right? But anyway, I'll if I can, if you send me an email, I'll just forward it to other staff members who can assist. All right. Okay, Eric?
All right. Okay, sir, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. And I hope you all have sorted out your code blocks issues, right? Please, you need to have done that. We're not going back to that one. All right, any other questions? No other questions? We're going to call it a day. It's 3:05. I started at 2:05. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, class photo. Anybody ready for the class photo? Put your cameras on. We take a class photo. Come on, let's take a class photo. There's Eric there. Yay. Ah, there's Carl over there. There's Musa there. Toba, the light is coming from the background over there. I can see your curtain. The light is coming through the background there. Right, oh, yay, that's it. You got some lights there. Hey, no load shedding by you, Toba. Right. Okay, Carl. Hey, Carl. You just like me, Carl. Hey. Righto. Okay, are we ready for the screenshot? Smile. Where's my snapping tool? Yes. I gotta learn to do this thing. Right, are you ready? Are you ready? Smile. On. Yay! Siyabonga! Yay! I got our photograph. Right? Let's open up my WhatsApp there. Let's post in our WhatsApp group. INP. And there's our class photograph. Siyabonga, Carl, check your WhatsApp. Eric, Musa. Right. Bye, everybody. Please work on the first part of the question, right? And I'm stopping recording. Righto. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.